My name is Diana and I am Scrappy Warrior Woman. I created this channel as a way for my friends to learn how to crochet, and I share tips and tricks that will help you be a better crocheter. Today I am going to be talking about 11 free patterns. Now these patterns I've actually made. I wanted to be really honest about, how easy they were to make, if they were worth the time to create. Today's 11 patterns are amigurumi. So these amigurumi patterns, one is my pattern, which you can see on YouTube. Others are also YouTube and Instagram, and I found some through Pinterest. So I have all those links and I will share those in the comments below. Some of the patterns that I am going to share today, I sold at the markets that I did this past year, and they sold really well. So I wanted to share those patterns with you and share a little bit about them. So let's get started. First one that I would like to talk about is my own pattern, which, as you can tell, I made it into a candy corn bee, and it has a stinger. I created some zombies, so in the colors of, a zombie. And also the ones that I had that were regular colored, those sold out. This is what I have left, but I thought it turned out super cute, and you can see how big it is. So that is a pattern that is a YouTube pattern, and I also have that as a free pattern, and it's written up on my Ribbler account. The second one that I want to talk about is this possum. Look at how cute he turned out. And what's fun about this pattern is that some of this yarn, I used yarn that I got from the Dollar Tree that was Premier yarn. This was a pretty easy pattern and a quick make. Some of these I still have the tags on from my market pattern that I have really loved. You can see the size. I made this with the Premier yarns that I got from Dollar Tree, and the white is the Dollar Tree yarn. Super easy to make. I like the eyes on it. And this is actually a free tutorial on YouTube by Theresa's Crochet Shop. Now I have to say that her patterns are some of the easiest patterns to crochet. I have made so many of her patterns and own so many of her patterns because the way she explains things are super simple. And so I just changed it from a yellow chick to a little rooster chick. So I just added a little comb on the top. Glitter eyes. Makes him look like Chicken Little. He's like one of my favorites. The next pattern that I would like to share is by Studio Phoebe 22. I made this as well with chenille yarn. So what happens is these two parts right here are sewn separately and you sew them on. These are bobbles, and then this right here is, you create this separate and then you sew it on. So this is a pattern that I saw a lot of people sharing on Instagram, and this is actually a pattern from Instagram. So super cute. Took me a little over an hour to make this one, just with all that. The tail was also separate and then you sewed it on. So not completely a no-sew little chubby dinosaur. This one got a lot of looks at this next pattern is also from Instagram. It is by petit.sourire.crochet. I hope that I'm saying that correctly. This super cute whale, these were literally flying off my shelf. These are very, very popular. And again, I made it with the yarn from Dollar Tree, which is fantastic. And I made it into a keychain, which I like to call a backpack buddy. So when I said it was a backpack buddy, there were so many little kids that really comes together so quickly. So the price point is nice on this one if you want to sell it at market. If you wanted to give somebody a fun little gift, this is definitely a cute one. I've shared 5 patterns. Let's keep going. I love how this cute little rainbow came together. Now, what's fun about this one is that it is a free pattern by MamaMadeMinis. If you've heard the name, you might think of them as the girls that make the loveys that they're just so cute and they're super talented. So they had this one as a free pattern on their Instagram. When I looked at it, I thought, you know what? This is going to be great to use up yarn, because it doesn't take a lot of yarn. You could create and make this another backpack buddy or just something fun to put on the shelf. What I also like about the yarns that I used, they're made by Yarn Inspirations, and they come and they're the ombre ones where they have different colors. I have a hard time using those when they variegate colors. So I took all mine and I cut them off at the color so that they would be one solid color. So this is made mostly of that yarn. So the only one that isn't that ombre yarn is the yellow. You could make this and make a mobile for, you know, a baby's crib. They have kits on Amazon, and this would be cute if you could, you know, set it up there, and if you can make little clouds with it, this would be a really cute addition to that. And this was like literally so quick to make. Super easy, beginner friendly. Again, make sure you read your pattern all the way through. I was a little confused because it said wrong sides together, and for some reason I was thinking say right side together. How you close it is a little different than normal. So I'm gonna let you figure that out. But like I said, the link for this pattern is gonna be down below in the descriptions. We are in pattern number 7. Another huge top seller was this cute little mushroom, but it's also a poppet. And once people realized that this was a poppet, these sold out really quick at my market because I actually made them backpack buddies again. So these are really fun to make. This is a pattern by Cable and Canvas. So super fun, super easy. I would say, goodness, like less than a half an hour, maybe even less than 25 minutes to make this one. I just like to play with them. I would sit there, my last market, and I just sat there and played with it because I didn't have this at my first market. My second market, I had a lady come back, ask me to hold, because it was a red one. She had me hold it until she came back because she didn't have she wanted to pay in cash and she had to go get the cash from her husband. So I thought that was really cute. So these are super popular. The kids all love these because why not? They're poppets. Okay, the next one is one of those attention getter patterns. The pattern is by Rose and Lily. So I made 3 different sizes of this particular item. My middle size was sold like right off the shelf. The lady didn't even look at the price. She loved it so much, she just grabbed it. Her son loved it, and they took it. But my large one, he or she, is one of those that grabs the attention of people as it goes by. This one took me, goodness, this one took me probably 4.5 hours to make because of all of the stitches. But it turned out so beautiful. And the shaping on the head on this, if you're not sure how to shape your amigurumi's heads, I do have a video that I will link in this video and also in the descriptions below so that you can know how to shape, because the pattern, it made it rounded and I wanted it to be more like an actual turtle's head, so you can see the indentation of the head. But turned out so amazing. The video is just the turtle, and then she has an additional video that she makes the sunflower. And so for the larger one, it's the jumbo is the one that I made. This is the jumbo. I had to kind of freehand this, but for the smaller one that I made, the instructions are there. And for the medium one, and I know that they're labeled different on the video, but I thought, how cute. And the one that sold, I love the color combination the most. I'll go ahead and share a picture of it here on the screen. This one was maybe an hour and a half. The petals can be a little bit tricky, so I would definitely say that this is an intermediate pattern. But with the video, if you take your time, you'll be able to understand and make this pattern. Pattern number 9. Oh my gosh, this little guy has my heart. He'd be fun as something to put in a basket or just give as a gift. First off, this pattern is by Janine DIY, and this pattern is a super easy pattern to make. I love his little pops of color. They had another demonstration of a different duck, but mallards are just so beautiful. And yes, it's a boy because the boys are more colorful than the girls. My nanny, who taught me how to crochet, had a domesticated duck that my parents found on a walk. She lived in Steilacoom, Washington, and so domesticated ducks can't fly. And he was a mallard duck, and his name was Phoebus. This is such a fun, easy pattern to make. You can make him a backpack buddy. The chain and the hook that I have, I can also link those below as well. Those I got off of Amazon. So if you want to make him a little backpack buddy, that's what you could do. For a pattern, or the free pattern number 10 would be this adorable little teddy bear. Look how cute and little he is. Now I altered the pattern just a little bit to add eyebrows and a little detail to the eyes. There is a hat, there's a Santa hat that is involved in this pattern, and I decided, well, I don't want to do the Santa hat, but super cute, super fun. Now I will have to say that this one took me quite a long time, as there's a lot of decreases. So this is more of a more advanced beginner free pattern, but I think he's super cute. It turned out really great. So the pattern for this cute little bear is by Emy Toys and found on Instagram. Pattern number 11 is so cute. I found it on Instagram. The pattern is by Crochet by Sandy. Now with this pattern, I had to make some modifications because I used blanket yarn instead of chenille yarn. So with that adaptation, I used a size 7 crochet hook, size 14 millimeter eyes. And this is how this cute penguin, look how big and cute this is. And look at the little bag, the little fish bag. So clever, so adorable. I really, really love how this turned out. And I decided to make it a girl penguin with the pink because why not? This pattern took me a while because it is so large, but really it's super simple. I also made this pattern a no-sew in the fact that I sewed the arms before, the nose before, the beak before, and the feet before I actually crocheted, and then figured out from the picture which row to add these different elements to, so that all I had to do was stitch through. So this one is a beginner pattern. So cute. So I used a darker pink, a white, this light pink, and then this beautiful gold color. Oh, there you go. If you find my content helpful or useful, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Happy crocheting. That's totally lame.